Hey everyone, the name is Kris Barocsi, welcome to Gear Corner. Today, we're checking out my surprise pedal of the year. I hope you'll enjoy this video at least half as much as I will. We're checking out the first pedal that could actually replace my King of Tone on my pedal board. It's the Kasleder Toxic Twins. Please consider liking this video if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell if you enjoy what I'm doing here. Also, don't forget to check out the description box under the video. If you open it up, you'll find timestamps, gear links, additional infos, etc. Let's check out some specs. So, the left side is a blues breaker style side, and the right one is a Tube Screamer style circuit. That being said, none of the two sides actually sound like the originals. Both are tweaked to a point where you can still tell that they have that character, but they're fine-tuned and improved versions of the originals. The layout is super simple on the front plate. You have 3 knobs per side, which is level, gain, and tone. There's more under the hood, and we will open up the back side in a sec. If you stack the two sides, the green side, the right side, goes into the left side. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's how you would use your TS style pedal anyhow. You would put it in front of overdriving amp or another overdrive pedal. There are some pretty cool dip switches inside for both sides if you want to, I don't know, fine tune them. For the left side, you can decide to go for no clipping and soft clipping, hard clipping, or both soft and hard clipping for the most amount of overdrive. The dip switches for the right side, the green side, will give you 4 bass level options basically. The first one, if it's off, then you have that classic bass cut, you know, from the green pedals, which is awesome to tighten up muddy amps and muddy overdrives. Then the first boost option is just a slight bass boost, which can help to beefing up like humbuckers. It's a subtle one. Then the third setting is even more bass to beefing up even like single coils. And then the fourth setting is like all the bass. Okay, my impressions. As you can probably tell by now, this is not at all a clone of the King of Tone. The King of Tone has 2 identical sides. This one has 2 very different sounding sides. It's actually really easy to set this one up for a very different tone than what you can get from the King of Tone, which is great. I definitely prefer original designs over clones. The Toxic Twins has its own tonal flavor. It just happens to be really easy to nail the King of Tone sound with it too, which is pretty impressive. Here's a fun fact about the name. It says Toxic Twins. Now when I read it, I thought this is gonna be like the craziest fuzz pedal or something super spitty and nasty or super high gain or whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong, this does high gain for sure, but it just sounds too pretty. And then I read the manual, and the first paragraph describes a situation where you would go in a smoky rock club and there's like a band with a guitar player, looks like a Renaissance person, whatever, and this singer, a dude, looks like a lady, and is like, ah, okay, gotcha. Aerosmith. Steve and Joe, Toxic Twins. Is there anything to criticize on a pedal? There's literally just one flaw, that it only has one input and one output. So you cannot put the two sides of the pedal in separate loops of a switcher, which is something I do with my King of Tone, and some pedals do that. This would probably be an option that I would very much enjoy. But I mean, seriously, for most of the players who would use the pedal straight or connect it to a switcher and put it in just one loop and then turn the sides on and off or stack them on the pedal itself, which is not an issue, of course, it's not relevant for all of those people. Now, what do you guys think about the pedal? I'd love to see that in the comment section below. Maybe you've seen my video on the Prince of Tone being compared to the King of Tone. I really like the Prince of Tone, to be honest, but there was still this dynamic range that the King of Tone has, which I was a little bit missing in the Prince of Tone, and just the option of stacking the two sides, which, of course, if you have one Prince of Tone, you cannot stack it with itself because it only has one side. So the Prince of Tone is great, but for me there was a clear difference between the King of Tone and the Prince of Tone. It's not the only great tone, don't get me wrong. It's not like this is the holy grail and let's sniff some cork together. It's just my favorite kind of rock and blues tone. So I was really stoked to hear this guy, and yeah, whatever. Meet you down there in the comment section and see you next week in a new video. You guys take it easy. I'll be back. Bye bye.